As we approach the middle of the season, we continue our cup run. Are we going to win against the tier above, or are we going to drop out and get our fresh legs that we need for the rest of the J3? Let's find out. All right, so today we come into the cup tie against Yamagata, who are in the division above us. Not really expecting much out of the boys. We're fresh off a 1-5 caning at home from Nara. Was not expecting it, but they just dominated us in the air at the back, which is kind of in line with what I'm expecting out of our back line at the moment. I just cannot get the centre backs to put up good performances. I was hoping that Inui might come good. He had one or two good matches, and then just gave it all away. I actually made my first goalkeeper sub of the save, and probably in quite a long while, actually. It was just that bad of a game. But anyway, let's move on. Let's try something different. And by something different, I mean exactly the same against someone else who's, in theory, is going to kick the pants off us. So let's go. Do I need to make some changes to the starting lineup? Yes, I do. We are, by all accounts, going to just deal with our midfield. They can have a break. Namato is getting smashed, so we'll bring on our I wouldn't even call him super sub. Mayakawa is not training well, old, and not fantastic at what he does. So we'll see what happens there. Inui is still the best of a bad pick, I think, here. Onodera, Hasegawa, Muramatsu, just not really cutting the biscuit at the moment. I think I'll put Hasegawa in there and see where we land. Ikeda, he seems to be alright. Else Nishimori on the. Alright, I think we are probably going to call it at that. Yeah, distribute to target forward. Okay, so that brings us to something looking like this. Frontline Maikawa. Oh no, hang on. I'm definitely pulling Tsubogo. He had an absolute shocker in the last game. And our only goal was scored by Kosen Jin. So repay the faith. Maikawa, Kosen Jin, Okuda, and Ikitaka in the front line. Sakamoto and Aso. Our second string team in the midfield. Nishimoto, Inui, Hasegawa, and Ikeda at the back. All right, I'm not expecting much, but who knows? Maybe we can write a song about how we go here. No one's expecting anything from us today, so go out and have some fun. It's a big crowd. Yamagata are killing it in the J2 apparently, so we're going to get slapped here, I reckon. But that's alright. Oof. Kickoff highlight. Never a fan of them. They're never good. Play it forward through Ikeda. Aso holds up play a little bit. Finds Sakamoto. Jin has a very speculative shot there. Pretty much what I expected. I don't know if working the ball into the box is going to help here. But we will see. We are playing with more possession, which is kind of very unusual for us. So maybe we are going pretty well this game. Noguchi, big cross into the box, and Yoshimura. And that's the kind of exposure we've got at the back to the higher crosses. As much as I want to be a team that is strong in the air, it is not the team we have to start with. And our backs just, I don't know. Who was the poor fella there who let the team down? Nishimori. Well, to be fair, it's not really his job to win headers. But it would have been nice if he did. All right. Ikitaka from the with a penalty. Don't know how I rate him. He's no aggro, but He wants to have a shot. We'll see where it lands. Top left. Oh, not quite. Osawa gets a fingertip to it. And now we're going to line up against a very crowded box and not get anything. Yep, that's pretty much where we're at. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Sakamoto's bruised shin. I'm not going to touch that. I am quite happy if the B team in the midfield run themselves ragged here. Big clearance. Jin with the ball. Plays to Ikitaka. Ikeda on the wing. Back to Ikitaka. Cross to the middle. Okuda. Back left. Holy crap. Drawn it back. That's a beautiful bit of play. Ikitaka plays it onto Ikeda. Back to Ikitaka, who's spotted Okuda in the middle. Okuda does his thing. What a lovely piece of play there. Need some more of that in the future. Yoshimaru clears it out to Sakamoto. Are we going to get a second one before half time? That'd be fantastic. Playing it down the wing, not going anywhere very fast. Starting to work it across the field. Ikitaka's probably going to put it to Ikeda. Ikeda's going to find a clear man in the middle. Okuda again! Oh my goodness, basically the same play. This time a bit of air in it, puts it on his head. Unbelievable. Are we going to win this thing? 2-1 up just before half time. Let's have a quick look at that again. Yep, perfect play from Ikeda. And that's actually why we bought him. He was crushing that in the first trial match I saw him, to the point where he put 3 of those in for a 9.6. And he's kind of not been that great since. But holy crap. I am absolutely stunned that we're ahead right now. I'm not even going to put any changes on at the moment. Ikeda plays the ball through to Ikitaka. This combination has been crushing it today. Aso holds it up a little bit, swings it around, back to Okuda in the middle. Back to Jin, who's probably going to go all the way by himself. He's a bit of a ball hog like that, but in his defense, he didn't have much going on there. Oh, the Ike combo. For those who know, they know. The Go-Go Mobile, so to speak. Playing well down that wing. I would love to keep it up, but I'm not silly enough to suggest that my team do it consistently, because I know exactly what will happen if I do. Do I have anyone for the left? Fuke I've left at home. Inui is playing terribly, but let's bring on Onodera. Maekawa is unsurprisingly not going fantastically there. What have I got? I am just going to let him run it out, I think. Do I have any replacements there? Because Tsubogo's playing terribly. He's had a few bad ones in a row. Eboko, I would like him to rest if I can get away with it. But now that we're in front, I kind of want to hold on to this lead. What to do. I think we will. Can he get a play down the left? I think he can, can't he? Yeah, he won't do too badly there. Could drop him on an inverted wing back. He's going to get in the Volante's way. Never mind. We'll just run that up. Nishimori. Now we should have, anyone here. Sakamoto I could drop back. He's not done too badly. And then we can put, who would be the Volante? Alright. So that leaves the Maekawa question. Why would I? No, I don't want to actually pull Ikeda that way, do I? what would be the point? He's playing like an absolute legend there. We'll just bring you back to support, and I'm gonna bring on Homura. No, okay. No, where's it was Sakamoto who was there, wasn't it? Yep, thoroughly confused. That'll have to do, I think. Get out there, hold on to the results. I think I've been thrown for a bit of a loop because I was not expecting to be winning this. I still don't think we will get there. But anyway, Sakamoto clears the ball only as far as Kumamoto, who gets to Endo, and Yoshimaru saves an absolute cannon of a shot with a fantastic dive. I really would have liked it this highlight had have ended. But anyway, Umezu to Endo. Sugawara with oodles of space just crossed it into the middle, and Endo evens things up with a classic play that we've just done twice. So, swings and roundabouts, as it were. Let's move on. Endo with the short corner. Oh my goodness. Yep, there it is. I knew it was coming. Got excited for nothing. Noguchi with the absolute cannon from the top of the box. I can't really fault that. Just split the defenders right down the middle, and Yoshimaru had absolutely no idea on. Let's no pressure the team. There is no pressure. We are going to do this. All right, what can we do? Maikawa is just absolutely botching things up for us left, right, and center. So we're going to throw Ikitaka over there, and we'll bring Iboko on here. I think bringing Sabogo on for a run is probably all right, because the only way he's going to get any points or rating is if he scores a goal. What have we got left? Agu and Homura. Yeah, who's playing terribly here? Hasegawa. Yep, sure. Defenders. What are you going to do? All right, let's see if we can finish this off. Floated crosses. I don't see any reason why that is actually the case. So just let the ass man tell us what to do. Not a problem. We are ahead on XG. It would be nice to finish this off with one more goal, but I don't know if we'll get there. Got to say, we did far better than I expected. Far, far better. Just a shame we gave up one or two easy goals that probably didn't necessarily need to be there. Well, that's a very, very respectable result in a cup run. And I think everyone should be pretty proud of themselves after that. All right, it's been a few games since our cup loss. That's all right. We've gone, not too badly, not too fantastically either. But bringing this game against FC Osaka before I get too far ahead of myself, and it doesn't make sense to stitch two games together. These guys aren't that fantastic. At the moment, they're sitting kind of at the bottom of the league. We're sitting second or third. It's been a week since I played, something like that. So I think we'll just get stuck into it and see where we land. Yes, we will go attacking. I'll probably pull that back to positive, let's be honest. All right, Nishimori's out. He's injured for a couple of weeks, I think. Yep, 2 to 5 weeks, so that's fantastic. I do have Fuke on the bench. Fuke was supposed to be his backup for sure. Whether or not he stays there long term, some serious questions there. But I think we're probably going to leave everyone else here on the basis of form, because form has not been great. Regardless, Hasekawa is actually doing better than Onodera. I would not have called it. Homura has been the big of the backliners, but he's out for fitness. I'll let him have a break today. Apart from that, maybe we put Iboko and Fikitaka. I think we're ready to roll. So, frontline, Nemoto, Tsubogo, Eduardo Melo, and Iboko. And Mikalagu are really good in the midfield at the moment, having some killer games. In the backline, we've got Fuke, who's taking over from the injured Nishimoto, Inui, Hasegawa, and Ikeda. So yeah, let's kick it off with Yoshimaru between the sticks. Oh, it's been a very rough game or save for us, mostly because the backline needs a bit of work. Pump the fists. Are we favourites for a reason? Yes, we are. Let's go out there and kick them around the park. Kick off. Let's go. But yeah, so we're not playing too badly except when we lose the ball and the goals. I'm just going to turn off the sounds there because they're quite a bit loud. Yeah, so what have we done? Won a couple of games, lost a couple. Backline is giving me grief. I just cannot get anyone good, any good performances out of the backline. I've got my scouting teams looking for centre backs, but they aren't fantastic in this league. No one lower than me is interested in kind of coming online, and I can't find any loans from the J2 or J1 in that space. So it's going to be a very interesting transfer window. Bearing in mind my scouts are probably two guys who watch the telly a fair bit, and that's about it. So you'll see where we land. We're looking pretty good at the moment. Getting lots of set pieces. We should be scoring off some of these, but I mean our forwards are smaller and skinny. Maybe I should be looking for shorter corner options. Oh, Tsubogu finishes it off. That man always knows how to get into position. He is absolutely fantastic at beating his man and getting into the right spot, but his composure is quite low, which I discovered recently, which goes a long way to explaining why he fluffs so many of his shots. But I will take that. That's a beautiful ball in by Boko and wonderful link up. I mean, look at this. We're 2xG, 9 shots, 6 on target. This is just... Oh, Eduardo Melo nods it home from the corner. I think this game is going to be an absolute stomp, which is usually kind of how things work for us at the moment. We either stomp or get stomped. There is no in between. Draws are for the weak, and we are not the weak, apparently. Nemoto, Tsubogo. Oh, that's a lovely bit of link up. Oh, the woodwork and Iboko cleans up the crumbs. My goodness. Forwards are absolutely crushing it. Look at this. Look at this. Tsubogo just splits the channel there, finds all the space in the world, and while the rest of FC Osaka is scrambling trying to find the man with the ball, Nemoto slips back in. This is a shot, but doesn't matter. No. Oh boy, fantastic. Fantastic. Another corner. Inui. Oh my goodness. Oh. Front stick. Agu, the man of the hour. Really holding our team together, actually, that man. In tougher games, he's usually the one doing all the work in the midfield. He is not a bad jumper. And usually ends up in our corner routines because the backs aren't fantastic either. Oh yeah, I'd be complacent too. But we are absolutely crushing it. So carry on, boys, carry on. I might drag the moto off soon. Nemoto. usually needs a break fairly early these days because he is quite young. He's like 17, 18. We'll put Okuda on. It's not really where he plays, but I want to keep Ikitaka in case Iboko does something silly, does himself a mischief, and worst case scenario is I can flip him if I need to sub out Eduardo Melo. We'll just get out there and make a difference. Oh, here we go. A rare FC Osaka highlight. Back's holding position quite nicely, but there's space for Hamasaki there. Matsuda, Hamasaki back at the corner of the box. Gives it to Miyagi to Tone and puts it past Yoshimaru. I'm a bit disappointed about that one, actually. Between the sea of legs and Yoshimaru himself, that should not have been a goal. Look at that. Oh, took a deflection off the defender there, I think. Who was that? Ikeda. Oh, it might have put Yoshimaru off his game, but I mean, at 4-1 up, I'm not that fast, let's be honest. No. Yoshimaru tries to distribute over the top, but doesn't get it far enough. We end up with the ball regardless, so that's nice. Agu dispossessed by Takeda, and then cuts him down. Ref doesn't see it though. Oh dear, but that was a lovely cross, and we were saved by the poor heading of the FC Osaka player there. Oh, Kaneko, Miyagi. Oh, Mr. Miyagi waxes that ball too much for Yoshimaru. Let's have a look. Who left that one there? Oh, that's Iboko. No, it's Agu. Oh, singing his praises too. Oh well. Kickoff highlight for us. Fantastic. Hasegawa plays it to Ino. Loses it almost immediately. But that's alright. We've got it back. Ikeda up the wing. Plays it into Mello, who loses it. Ikeda is pretty brutal from these crosses, so let's see what lands. Nothing, unfortunately, is the answer. Okuda can't keep it down. Who is playing? Who needs a sub here? Fuke needs a sub, but I don't actually legitimately think we've got anyone in that space who can take over. Oh, I could sub Ikeda in and bring Sakamoto on to where Ikeda is. I think that's pretty reasonable, yeah. But what would I want to do in that situation? Let's do that. Eduardo Melo, yeah, let's do something along these lines. Get some play time into Sejong. Hopefully there's enough time left for him to get a rating or he nabs a goal. Anyway, cleans up the scraps. Iboko out to Okuda on the wing, but doesn't quite put enough weight on it. Doesn't matter. Okuda ends up dispossessing the poor FC Osaka player anyway and firing it in to the bottom right-hand corner of the net. That is an absolute bullet. What did he do there? Hamasaki tries to play it to Miyagi, who does not get the right first touch he needs. Oh, Okuda on the tight angle. I mean, that is a very nice finish. Let's be honest. There's not much that Hattori could have done there. Tachino from the sideline plays it to Kaneko, who can't quite keep it down. I think we'll just run this one out, hey. Kaneko stands over the long ball. Ikeda cuts it out straight to Kosh Senjin. And we're on the counter. Tsubogu links up with Iboko, who'll hold it up a little bit and lose the ball. I was not expecting that. He's usually quite quick. Inui cleans up or intercepts the pass to Ino, plays it out to the wing to Okuda, who loses it again. This is absolute park tier football going on here. No one knows who's got the ball. Okuda with a big cross. Too much on it. Iboko's turn to do a big cross. No, he plays it back to Sakamoto. Oh my goodness. Tsubogo. If we could just get some composure trained into that man, he would be an absolute gun. Oh, And Sakamoto sends it sailing into Rose E there. Well, I think we'll call that one a good game and well played. Well played, the boys, blowing them away. Oh, all right, well, with that win, we've pushed ourselves up into promotion territory. Let's see if we can hang on to it. I don't think we'll be catching Kagoshima anytime soon. It's pretty clear that they're a step above the rest of the teams in here. I expect there'll be a pretty hard-fought battle for that second promotion spot, but we'll see how we go towards the end of the season. Having a quick look at the schedule. Nara, we might bring you this second Kagoshima game, but who else was up there with us? Ryukyu. The Okinawans. I mean, that's coming up pretty quickly. We might bring you the Numazu game. And Sagami Hara, are they any good? No, they're dead set bottom. All right, we'll find something. I think there's probably 2 more episodes here before the end of the season. Well, a solid cup loss and a super solid win in the league. Not to mention we're in a chance for promotion in the first season. Not too shabby, I think. Anyway, if you like what you see, drop a like, leave a comment, do a subscribe, all those kind of YouTube things. Otherwise, I'm Calvo, and I will see you for the next one.